Okay, now let's move on. So today, well, I don't think one day is enough, but let's talk about On Your Mark. It's both released on DVD or Blu-ray in Japan. It's 6 minutes, 40 seconds long. It's a short movie. You can see the storyboard in this book along with Whisper of the Heart. Look here. You see the title, On Your Mark, written in small letters. It's hard to tell. This is pretty much the only reference we have. Actually, there are bits and pieces of info about it in these books. The largest resource comes from Anime-ju, issued in August 1995. But this is the only other resource. The reference for this piece is so limited. Pretty tough. It's a music video made for Chage and Asuka. Famous in many ways, huh? This Japanese music duo commissioned Ghibli to make the video for their live concert. It was also going to be used as a promotion video. It was not typical of Miyazaki. He's not the type of guy to make a J-pop video. Then why did he take that job? Well, here. Geniuses Thought, published from Bungei Shunju, written by Toshio Suzuki. We started the project to make Princess Mononoke, and Miyazaki was developing the plot. But it didn't go well. He came up with the plot a long time ago, so he lost the feeling he had at that time. Then he thought, that plot was outdated. He went into a slump and couldn't proceed with his work. Then the project got stuck for about half a year. That was when Ghibli was offered to make the promotion video of the song by Chage and Asuka, On Your Mark. Suzuki didn't really know about them, but Suzuki said he jumped on the offer. He wrote, I had an intuition that this would change Miyazaki's mood. This is what Suzuki wrote, but I personally think the real reason is hidden behind the opening date of On Your Mark, July of 1995. In March 1992, Porco Rosso was released. Then, in 1994, the last chapter of Nausicaa was published in the magazine Anime-ju. Then, in July 1994, Pon Poko was released. So, what does all this mean? Ghibli was in a financial crisis. Porco Rosso wasn't like the biggest hit. And the manga of Nausicaa, the biggest merchandise at the time, finished. Sure, Pon Poko was a hit, but not enough to make a profit. Ghibli was still small at that time, unlike how they are nationally famous today. Only anime fans watched their work. Suzuki must have had a strong sense of danger. It's hard to imagine today, but Suzuki was dying to get Ghibli more publicity. And Chage and Asuka had that. It was a time when he thought if Ghibli didn't produce something appealing for the major audience, they would go bankrupt. He wrote, we could examine Princess Mononoke from a different point of view, thanks to the production of this short movie, On Your Mark. Let me explain how the production of Princess Mononoke began in the first place. It goes back to 1980. Miyazaki wrote this children's book with the same title, which is about a cute girl being kidnapped by a spirit. Miyazaki turned this story into the storyboard. But after he made On Your Mark, he said, okay, let's toss everything and start all over. That's how he created the story that we know. He changed the story about a princess being kidnapped by a spirit into something where a boy named Ashitaka is cursed by a god, but later grows up to be an independent man. On Your Mark surely changed Miyazaki's mood. But not only that, this short movie became the most radical work made by him. So, there's this extremely long interview book by Miyazaki called Starting Point. There, Miyazaki talks about On Your Mark. Let me put it here. Okay. In this book, he says that he intentionally distorted the meaning of the lyrics. He says he did that maliciously and made a movie full of malicious intentions. Today, I will break this movie into 6 different layers and explain one by one. Because there are 6 different ways to see this work. Someone just wrote the comment that I'm analyzing the subtext, but that's different. Because these 6 different viewpoints are in layers, which means as you go from one layer to another, you understand this work more and more. In the free part, I'll just do layer 1 and 2. In layer 1, I'll narrate the simple plot so anyone can keep up with it. But I'll make sure to indicate things that people usually miss out. Layer 2, I will talk about how Miyazaki hid his malicious intentions in the movie. In a way, the clients couldn't notice them. There are 3 different intentions, so I'll explain them. Layer 3, Miyazaki hid a secret theme which even hardcore anime fans can't figure out. Layer 4, there's Miyazaki's response to Beautiful Dreamer and Angel's Egg by Mamoru Oshii, and Only Yesterday by Isao Takahata. Layer 5, Miyazaki has hidden a secret message that only he could understand as to what kind of work he should be making. Layer 6, I'll talk about the great influence of this movie on Miyazaki's works after this one. So again, I won't get to the last layer today, so I'll talk about it in the next lecture.